So in terms of chemical analysis as a whole, we want to sort of determine the composition of a sample, and that's what we call chemical analysis, okay? So when we are looking to figure out what's inside this substance, that's when we talk about chemical analysis. In chemistry, we can either have a quantitative analysis or a qualitative analysis. So qualitative, it's sort of, the first part is relating to quality. So, this particular slide is good or this particular slide is bad. They're not numerical, okay? So qualities are something that you can't place a value on. Qualitative analysis, you don't assign values to what you get out. So for instance, if I heated something up and it changed color, the color change maybe went from red to blue. Now I can't assign a number to that change, so it would be a qualitative assessment or a qualitative observation. Okay, so it changed from red to blue. Okay, that's qualitative because there's no number associated with that. So qualitative analysis involves simply determining what's in the sample. Okay, so if I had a chemical and I realized that it was carbon and oxygen, that's qualitative because there's no number assigned to it. We just know that there's carbon in there and there's oxygen in there. See, so there are no numerical values assigned. Now quantitative, so quantitative sort of sounds like quantity, and quantities are numbers. I can have 3 apples or I can have 20 apples. They're quantities of apples, right? So in quantitative analysis, what we're looking for is how much of a particular chemical is in a sample. Okay, so if I took a beaker of some chemical and I found out there was 5 grams of calcium in there, then that would be a quantitative measure or a quantitative analysis of that sample, okay? So quantitative, quantity, numbers. Qualitative is like quality, and so there are no numbers, okay? And in quantitative analysis, we can actually split that into 2 more subgroups. So within quantitative analysis, we have gravimetric analysis and volumetric analysis, okay? And I'll go through what they are in a second, but remember that so there's quantitative and qualitative, and then inside quantitative, there's 2 more, which is gravimetric and volumetric. So gravimetric analysis is the measurement of mass, okay? So if we took a sample and weighed it out, or performed a chemical reaction and weighed the products, that would be a gravimetric analysis. Whereas volumetric analysis is the measure of solution volumes. So for instance, if I had an acid and I mixed it with a base, and I knew what the volumes of acids and bases were, then that would be, and then I got something out, that would be a volumetric analysis. And you can have sort of mixtures of the two, where you use a volumetric analysis to sort of work out a mass, but volumetric analysis is simply looking at volumes of solutions, okay? So salt waters or any sort of solution that you can think of. Yeah, so that's the major difference. Gravimetric, mass, volumetric, volume.